It's the time I've always been wanting to do this video since 2011. Now, if you already remembered, I did a review of Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX, and that wasn't really meant to be a review. I'm actually working on a rebooted version. I'm working on a reboot. If you're a Miku fan, thank you if you're gonna say a good compliment. But after I went to the Miku Expo, my parents got me a Miku figurine, which is really nice. I put it in the box because I always take good care of these. Like usually, I feel like boxes and box art covers, and this is from the Hatsune Miku Project DV Arcade. So I'm glad that my parents, well, technically my mom was the one who bought it for me. One thing straight is that I originally had planned to buy myself a poster in the Hatsune Miku in the Miku Expo. Now this video. You know what? I should tell you guys what is this topic. This is how I met the virtual singer Hatsune Miku. So it all started about 2011. When I used to been a criticizer. Say that there was a say that okay, so many Christians are gonna hate me, but if they released a Bible movie, I would have said a lot of bad things about it, like this movie sucks and all that. But at that time, I changed. I really changed. Like, I met Miku. She was sure that Godzilla, is from Japan, but all I learned about Godzilla was fight monsters, destroy monsters, and all that, and destroy buildings. But when I met Miku, everything changed in my life. Now, what I think about Miku, I like her. She's my first virtual singer. I met her since 6th grade. Now, I at that time I had never knew who she was because at the time I couldn't read in Japanese. I could barely read in Japanese because one day I plan to go to Japan and see what it's like there. I heard it's pretty good. Miku's the first two songs I listened from Hatsune Miku the first one was Melody Line, and the other one was Sweet Devil. Now, if my brother's watching this video right now, he does not appreciate that song, Sweet Devil. I mean, I liked it so much, and I'm actually planning to listen to music when it's Halloween. Yeah, I plan to do that. But there were so many Miku songs I really enjoyed, but the one I enjoyed so much was the disappearance of Hatsune Miku, because that song is where it literally changed me. Like, from a criticizer who judged things just by looking at it, became into a person who had to look at it and decide if it's good or bad. And it worked, and I'm glad, because when I met Miku, after listening to the disappearance of Hatsune Miku, I found out that she had the live concerts, and I was like this, oh my god, oh man, I want to go to those live concerts, I want to go there. But sadly, we never saw it that day. So I've actually been listening to Miku 2011. By 2012, things kind of went through a struggle. See, my brother doesn't really like Miku, and I've had friends who told me that's because he doesn't understand her, and that's true. He doesn't understand her, just like how he doesn't understand nothing about Senran Kagura. But that's another story. Miku is one of my favorite and well-known virtual singers. Surprising enough that by the time that 2011 became 2012, I found out that they were making a Hatsune Miku game called Hatsune Miku Project Mirai. Project Mirai. It was actually titled like that. And it was renamed to Hatsune Miku and the Future Stars Project Mirai. And this was actually the game I wanted to put in my channel. Like before Anime Madness, before Senran Kagura gameplays, before Pokemon, Hatsune Miku was my suggestion. However, we never saw that light of day because that game was a Japan release only, and I was really mad. But at that time, I was mad because I was like, why does Japan do this? And then thinking about it right now, I really understand why there are some companies who can't release their games in the U.S. Most of my ideas had to become a creation. It wasn't until as 2012 progressed, my brother and my 3 cousins kept on telling me that I was listening to, as they said it, illusion music. I'm listening to satanic music and all that, and because of that, I had to avoid Miku, which I clearly did not do one thing. But one day, I think it was during the time it was Thanksgiving. Usually, you know what a wishbone is? It's like that bone that you break a piece and whoever has the longest grants a wish. So I basically got the longest one, and I actually wished that I could go to. And this was actually secret from me, but I'm actually glad I finally got it. I said I wish I could go to a Miku concert in 3 to 5 years. At that time, I was like, oh, please, I want to go to her concert. She is so awesome. She is amazing. I love her music, and clearly, as my brother and my cousins would say, oh, you're not gonna, and all that is gonna, well, they would say a lot of crap, but I guess you could say when I created Anime Menace, I mostly forgotten about her, which I feel like I mostly disrespected Miku. But that then came to the creation because my channel was at the first time, it was kind of hard for me to know what I could create a video. And then Miku finally got her game to the US on the 3DS called Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX. And this one, I was excited, I was happy. Then they started all those delations, like, oh, you gotta get this game on, this game's gonna be released, like, the game was supposed to be released in May 28th, I was gonna get the game, but instead, I ended up getting the game, I was gonna blame, okay, if Sega's listening to this, hear me. I was gonna get mad at Sega because of the delaying, and then right when GameStop tells me that it's gonna come out September 8th, I actually did not get mad at Sega. I was glad because that was 2 days from my birthday, and because I pre-ordered the game, and it's the first game I pre-ordered. The second the game I pre-ordered was Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson, or Shinku in Japan. And I think it was in May, I finally went to the concert I've been hoping so much about Miku. See, people don't know who Miku is, Well, maybe there's a lot of people who already knows Miku. And this is actually my first Miku figure. I'm glad I managed to get one of these because I have a Miku figure. I have a bunch of accessories. It's like so awesome. My parents knows I'm a huge fan of Hatsune Miku. Like if I had to think any character or singer from Japan to make my series so good that people are interested, taking inspirations and trying out what I watch and enjoy, I probably say I thank Hatsune Miku for giving me the best ideas. Now you're all asking me, how did I create the ideas like Anime Madness, TheClayberry 64? Just listen to her music. It'll help you. But, so yeah, I've actually been thinking about that. A reboot of Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX for all of you. Now, sure that it wasn't really a good. It was a an okay review, but I want to reboot it and make it much better. So, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video because I have been I've been enjoying it. I've enjoyed, making videos, and I will still keep on making videos because I love entertaining people and I love trying to inspire people. I'm still gonna try mostly do a comedy video. I'll try working on that, and without further ado, I'll catch you guys later.